Hey everyone, Erica with a K here. Today's video is going to be on a high glam eyeshadow look, or makeup look I should say, and it's just my tips and tricks. The last time I did this video, I did a shorts video, and I just kind of went over the general idea of it, and somebody wrote how this is not high glam because it's not sparkly or glittery. And the eyeshadow that I use actually is shimmery. It's just not chunky glitter, so I just want to add that in. Anyway, I'm going in with concealer first on the lid. That's always what I use. I don't use primers or anything like that. And just for my credentials, I am a certified makeup artist. I did leave a lot of the blending in this video because I think it's important if we're going to be in-depth about it to really show you guys the in-depth part of it, and a lot of it is blending things out. So I started with the concealer. You want something that's close to your natural color, and then I went in with the transitional color, again something that is close to your natural color. This is an eyeshadow, and this is just going to basically set down the concealer and make it easier to blend any colored eyeshadow that you plan on putting on, so it doesn't get like stuck in one spot. Sometimes that happens if you don't set down your concealer or if you don't set down a primer first. Okay, after we do that, I'm going to go in with some black in the corner, and I'm using a more precise brush for this, and I do wind up blending it out with a fluffy brush, but I like to really use more of a precise brush. It's not totally precise, but more of a precise brush for the outer corners. And then I take a fluffy brush, and I took a little bit of brown and a little bit more black, and I also wind up taking oh gosh, like a pink color, it's very, very subtle though, like something light, so it doesn't look like I got knocked in my eye. I want it to look like more warm than something that just looks like drab and sad. So anyway, I'm going to start blending that out, and you can kind of see on the crease that it has a little bit of a pinker color in there, a little bit of a warmer color. If you can see it, some people will be able to see it, some people maybe don't. Maybe we should send this around the internet and see like what colors people see, and then tell them if they're right-brained or left-brained. Anyway, so I'm just going to go back and forth windshield wiper motions here, and we're just going to be blending out this color, adding a little bit more as needed. I didn't pick up any more brown for this. I didn't pick up any more black for this. I picked up more brown on this fluffy brush, and just again windshield wiper motions back and forth. A lot of this is staying in here, and then I took the more precise brush that had a little bit of black left on it, and I just kind of pumped it in, blended that out again, and then you can really see this color starting to take shape. Okay, I think I explained that pretty well. I mentioned this in another tutorial, but you never want the makeup to hurt. So, you know, makeup shouldn't be painful. Okay, so now this is the controversial color. This is the color that I put on the lid. This is Snow Crystal from Roxelle Cosmetics. Somebody said that this is not a high glam look because this should be glittery, but this actually does have a super shimmer in it. It's just, again, not chunky glitter. It's not chunky like pieces, which I just think is maybe arguably a little bit more tasteful for the look that I was going for. But I mean, do your thing. Put whatever color you want on this part of the eye, and then I do put it on the inner corners, and then I also take a brush and I do the same exact color. So again, Snow Crystal from Roxelle. I'll have that all linked down below. I put that underneath the eyebrow as well, like on the eyebrow bone, and then of course I color it in my eyebrows, but you guys won't see that because we're going to save all that for another video. Then I'm going to go in and do my face. So this is a tinted moisturizer that I always use on my face. It's Australian Gold in Deep Dark. It is just a tinted moisturizer. I do not use primer. I do not use foundation or anything like that, but it is important to note that I always have a serum and a moisturizer on, and I always do my makeup on clean, dry skin. It's never like second day skin or anything like that, because then the makeup will get stuck in weird spots, and we just don't want that. So once we're blended out, you want to make sure you really blend it out on your neck. You want to blend it out everywhere. This does have SPF in it as well. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to take a concealer with a brush, and I'm just going to start putting it under my eye. So one of the tips with doing this, I said this in the shorts video as well, is to really first of all, pick a color that's maybe a shade lighter than what you would normally use. Not too light, you don't want to look like a raccoon, but you want it to be you want it to brighten up the under eye. And I'm using a brush for this instead of a beauty blender because I want it to go in the inner corners too, to make sure that I really lighten up that inner part. And so I drag this down quite a bit when I'm doing a more high glam look, because I just like the way it looks when it just kind of opens up the eye with the lighter color and dragging it down just a tad more. This is totally personal preference. It's just something that I've noticed when I do high glam makeup. It really makes a difference for my face, but makeup is totally subjective. So do whatever you want to do. These are just like my little tips. And as you can see here, I'm kind of dragging it down. I'm actually bringing it down. I do have a very crooked nose, and so I don't mess with contouring my nose because sometimes the light catches it and it makes it look worse. So this is basically all I really do is just drag some concealer down, and then I kind of like bronze up my nose. But if you guys want to see all of that, I'm going to have it in a totally different video. I'll have it linked, and that is my full face, and I basically always do the same kind of full face. Okay, now we're going to go in with the Beauty Blender, and we're going to put it in my favorite setting powder, and I'm going to put that underneath my eyes. I'm going to leave it there as if I'm baking it like it's 2026, but it's not too chunky, and it's a really reliable setting powder that I like to use for this. I'm going to do my liner, which I'm kind of doing in camera, but I'll have a whole video talking about liner at some point, and then I'm going to do the rest of my face off camera. Again, it will be linked. This is the end result after my hair and everything was done. Popped on a red lip, and I took some ends of fake lashes and I put those on the outer corners just to kind of open up the eye without it looking too dramatic. But you do you, whatever you want to do. This is just to be some inspiration if you guys like it. To me, this is hot glam makeup. To you, it might not be. You might want to use chunky glitter, or maybe you don't. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful in any way. It super helps out my channel, and I love you guys. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, and I am just so excited. Thank you all so much for your love and support. See you next time.